So, really quickly, I would like to go over how to establish a sound connection with your spirit. A lot of people get into spirituality and they want to celebrate Madamas or Orisha or join some type of ATR, or you want to start practicing voodoo, or even when it comes to regular religions like Christianity or whatever the case may be. Have you ever thought that maybe you are the spirit, you are the walking temple, you are the god or the goddess that you should be connecting with first before you try to venerate and celebrate anybody outside of yourself? Walk me. We all have billions and trillions and zillions of cells. So that would technically make me living, breathing, moving cells, by the way. That would make me my own personal universe, right? Meaning I am the goddess of this universe. If I don't have a connection with me, how can I skip the hierarchy of myself and my ancestors and go straight to some other god or goddess? Slow your roll. First and foremost, let's practice and prioritize self-love, right? Practice and prioritizing that is going to be having a spiritual routine, a mental routine, an emotional routine, and a physical routine, okay? Spiritually, we should be cleansing. We should be speaking to ourselves. We should be pouring other energies onto ourselves. We actually spoke about Barkor today. If you don't know what that is a Moroccan wood oud. It actually uses like an incense burner to put a smoky fragrance on you. Moroccan people take their health care, their skin care, their beauty care very, very seriously. And it's something that we should do as humans, is start to look into other cultures and learn what they're doing to regulate their lives in a positive way. But on the spiritual side of that, if you don't know, smoke is a cleanse. So they're cleansing themselves with a sweet smoke daily, meaning you are removing old negative energy with the smoke and imparting a positive, attractive energy, because we all want to smell good for that reason, because it attracts others. It makes people open to our presence, right? So instead of buying all these other products and doing all this crazy stuff, why not start small? Let's start with just cleansing out some old energy. It doesn't have to even be complicated. You can literally take salt and water and vinegar, or you could take vinegar and water, or you could take ammonia and water, you could take blue anil in water, pray over the water, light a candle next to it. If you're feeling funky, do a little incense, whoop whoop, and cleanse yourself. If you've never cleansed yourself, I would suggest doing it multiple times in a row to reset your entire energy. Let's start with that. Not only that, we go online, we learn how to commune with our ancestors. Commune with yourself. Instead of focusing on, again, something outside of you, how about prioritizing yourself? So we got the cleanses down. Let's talk about dating ourselves. Let's talk about having a picture of ourselves that we celebrate and that we venerate. Take a picture of you, put it in a beautiful frame. Put some words of affirmation around it. I mean, go all out. Make it a nice big picture if you want. Something like a picture of yourself that you really, really like. Once you do that, you're going to put some water in front of it, put some wine, whatever it is that you like. You can leave gifts there for yourself, a plate of food, whatever it is that you like here in the physical, leave it next to that picture to represent what you're gifting yourself in the spiritual. Mind you, your spirit self, your higher self, is what's governing you here. It's your direct divine connection to God. Your direct divine connection, meaning you don't have to go through anybody else to communicate with source other than yourself. So, we're going to get our picture, we're going to get our wine, we're going to get our water, we're going to get our candle. You can burn a little incense right there. On a day, choose your day that you want to pour into yourself. For me, that's going to be Fridays. That's Venus Day, that's Love Day, and I want to pour as much self-love into myself regularly so that when other people come around, I'm not looking for them to complete me. I'm not looking for them to do anything other than exist. If you choose to come into my space, first of all, if you're blessed enough to even make it into my aura, my energy, you're supposed to be here in the first place. But if you do make it past that barrier, congratulations. Are you adding something? Are you just here temporarily? Or are you going about your business? I'm not looking for anything from anybody outside of myself. I don't care if it's my family members, my parents, my siblings, my partner, my dog. I don't need anybody else to fulfill me outside of me. So I'm going to set my time around every Friday to prioritize me. Okay? Now, what did this look like? Earlier today, this morning, I posted a video telling you to find things to romanticize your life. Take yourself out on a date. Start prioritizing taking yourself out on a date. You want somebody to come in and treat you a certain type of way in a relationship, treat yourself like that first. Because guess what? You set the standard. Nobody else around you can set the standard. And when you allow a man or a woman or somebody that you're dating, no matter what their gender is, to set the standard of what's right for you, you already messing up the game. You already putting yourself at a disadvantage. And you might be lowering your standards. Because what if you're acquiescing to their love language and that doesn't work for you? But how would you know what your love language is if you don't take the time out to get to know yourself? Quickly. Answer quickly. So yeah, we're going to do our weekly cleanses. We're going to take ourselves out. We're going to make the shrine for ourselves, to love ourselves, be in love with ourselves first before we expect anything from anybody else. The next thing you're going to do, commune with yourself. Sit down. Talk to that person in the mirror. Talk to that picture of yourself. I would say start with a picture because that's a little bit safer. Not to say that I don't agree with mirror work. I love mirror work actually, but that's something that I feel like if you don't have a great protection set up for you, or you don't have somebody doing protection on your behalf, or you don't know how to open and close portals, I would slip my room and just start with a picture. Very, very simple. We know it's you. Start with a picture. And sit and talk to yourself. See what you have to say. Why is it that as a society we think we have to ask everyone else but ourselves for permission? Start with you. Sit down. Hey me, what's going on, my higher self? What's T? You know what I'm saying? Is T talking to T? What's T? You see what I did? I know you did. Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, what's going on with me? Was I right in this situation? Was I justified in the way that I spoke to them? Was I justified in the way that I reacted? Is that the best course for me? Y'all be sitting here trying to pull tarot cards, don't know who you're talking to. Why not pull tarot cards and ask your higher self? Is this the best person for me to date? What's going to be the result? Should I let him go? Is somebody else coming sooner? Ask you first. You calling on Methuselah, you don't even know who it is. You just out here sending smoke signals to every damn body. Start with you. Then, now that you can communicate with yourself, you have the pathway to check yourself. If you can't even correct yourself, that means you're not going to be open to other people correcting you. When you have an issue with other people correcting you and coming into your life and putting you along the right course of action, you will end up falling down a hard, bumpy, ass-hurting path. And I don't know how to say it any nicer than that. When you refuse to listen to yourself, your better judgment, nobody else's judgment can help you out. Because 9 times out of 10, if you don't even want to hear your better judgment, that means you only want to hear what you want to hear. That's not your higher self, that's your ego. And once we start to release our ego, we can grow past that because it doesn't really serve us to participate in it other than when it's necessary. Meaning, when I'm in the gym, my ego is going to hit big because I'm in there listening to Megan Thee Stallion. I think we got the same needs and I'm trying to have that type of body. You understand what I'm saying? When I'm in competition, when I'm going after a job I want, when I'm starting a business, when I'm taking on a new venture, if I'm trying to join a running team or pick up my old track days, whatever the hell it is, that's when my ego is going to come out because that's when I need that extra to get me through it. Y'all love Beyonce, but don't pay attention to the fact that there's a difference between Beyonce and Sasha Fierce. And I'm not necessarily telling you to employ no entity on your behalf. What I'm saying is Beyonce has always had a way of separating the person she is on stage and keeping homeostasis with who she is on the inside. Her life might not be perfect, but learn from that. Learn when to turn it on and turn it off and when to be humble and be grounded. And I don't even like using the word humble because I don't really believe in humility, but I'll say learn when to be gracious. Learn when to be quick to listen and slow to speak. Because you might be around a lot of wisdom, but people don't want to pass it on to you because you don't listen to nobody. Well, first of all, you're not even honest with you. So honesty, period, just might not be your friend. That's something else that's not going to help you. It doesn't benefit you. Let's grow out of that, okay? We want to be the strongest versions of ourselves possible. We have a very changing world, a chaotic world. You could choose to fall into that, or you could choose to find your own space within the world. You could choose to be in the world and not of the world. And that's not to say that there's not positivity and fun things to interact with when it comes to that. However, karma is never going to serve you as much as being a divine connection between heaven and earth. Never. Hate to break it to ya. Not really, because I want you to be genuinely joyous. There's a difference between happiness and joy. Joy is continuous. Joy is something you wake up and choose every day. Happiness is a fleeting emotion. So when we want to be happy, all We're just waiting for events to happen. We're waiting for moments to line up where, oh, I got a new car, I'm happy. Now you go back, now you sad as fuck because you got a car payment. No, we're going to be joyous because at all times, all of my needs are met. My needs are met so well that God goes above and beyond to let me know and give me signs and symbols that my needs are met. We have to be clear about these things. It's no longer a time for us as human beings to question whether or not we want to be good people or bad people. And I'm not even trying to force heaven and hell or being evil or good on anybody. It's not even about that. It's just about the fact that, like, when we're all celebrating and living within love and joy, we tend to commune better. Look at all these people here for FIFA. Not to say that there hasn't been issues, but that's a clear example. Actually, let me get into that. Look at FIFA. When people choose to celebrate love, that's represented when the Dominicans said, we're rooting for Brazil and not Haiti. And the Brazilians came back and said, we're black. We're rooting for Haiti because we always mess with them and their blackness. We're proud to be who we are. We're comfortable in our skin. And we're not going to promote hate when this is a big moment for a black country to be included. They were celebrating so hard, y'all. They was partying together, singing each other's songs, trading flags. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to commune together. We're all different and we all have our subgroups. We all have our own cultures, but we're supposed to commune together and share those cultures and share those subgroups so that everybody could be on top of the world. There's not one single group of people that should be or should even want to be on top of the world. We should all want the world to be great for everybody. And the more we take responsibility and accountability for our actions and our mindsets and the ideologies that other people have imposed on us that don't serve us any purpose, and they limit us, they limit our access, they limit our reach. You can't even enjoy somebody else because somebody else told you not to like them. That's dumb. And if you were connected with your highest self, it would tell you that too, baby. We're supposed to get along. We're supposed to commune. But we all have to grow as individuals, and then we can grow as a unit. Okay? Do y'all want to stay the same and have some people living in heaven and some people living in hell on the same plane? Or do we all want to elevate and go to the next one, and to the next one after that, and to the next one after that? I don't know. You let me know down below. Bye.